Hello, I'm Paul Russo, Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bay Pines VA Healthcare System. I want you to see a glimpse of our Women Veterans Program here at Bay Pines and pay attention to a few key takeaways. So why? Because it's not only important to learn what services we provide, it's important to know who we serve. One way to learn about our women veterans is to hear their stories. Our Women's Veteran Program serves as a model of care throughout the VA system, providing health care for more than 13,000 women veterans. We have a multidisciplinary team of healthcare providers that tailor their services to meet the needs of our women veterans. And I am proud of our Women Veterans Program team for their exemplary commitment to our I Care values. Thank you for watching.
Just smell the gunpowder in the blood.
It's like I've never dropped out of a run, never dropped out of a hike, and I don't intend to drop out of that.
There was one day where we pulled a lot of people out of the water that were drowning.
I was very much in love with the medevac.
So then I said, "You're safe here. You're safe." And he just fell apart.
But then the person actually stopped breathing. So then we all ended up doing CPR.
And so I got a phone call and it said, we're going to Saudi Arabia, get your bags.
He came in to shake my hand and he said, "I've come to shake the hand of this person that saved 2 lives today."
I'm Donna Sherman, the Women Veteran Program Manager here at the Bay Pines VA Healthcare System. When we began the I Serve photo campaign this year, we didn't really know what to expect. We knew we wanted to recognize women veterans for their service, sacrifice, and achievements, and capture each individual personality through the camera lens. We also felt this initiative could help acknowledge in a concrete way all women veterans receiving care at the VA. Throughout the photo shoot and interviews, we found so much more than we anticipated. We didn't know the women veterans we interviewed felt so humble and grateful to have served. They didn't necessarily want recognition for their service, but they did want us to know they belonged right beside their male counterparts, and as veterans today, they still do. Although we knew they faced complex individual obstacles in their military careers, we didn't know they often viewed these as triumphant moments that helped to define them. How each, in their own way, transformed these experiences into powerful sources of personal courage, strength, and grit. As they shared, their love of country was quite clear, and we count them among the ranks of all veterans who live among us and seek services at the VA. We hope you enjoy this behind-the-scenes look from our I Served Women's Campaign photo shoot.
I thought it was good to highlight women veterans. I think a lot of times we're overlooked. We experience that at the VFW, at the American Legion, at the VA, so it's good to kind of remind people that women have been in the military since the Civil War.
You're going to see the best of America. You're going to serve with the best Americans, and you're doing it on behalf of your country. So you're going to become an ambassador. So if you don't see yourself as that now, know that the day that you do that, that's what you become.
Maybe some people, have some struggles, and if my story can help someone feel related, that's kind of where I wanted to be a part of this.
And to see women who don't realize that they can belong, that they can do the work we do, and to feel proud of being a female in the military.
I was a tough girl. Only girl, 3 brothers. So I knew how to, handle rough situations. So I was able to maneuver around. I didn't really have a lot of issues being in the military, but just sort of always looking for respect.
I think that everybody needs to know that it's okay, that if if you're not strong for a minute and you need help, if you can get it, and that I don't think it shows weakness. I think it shows strength of character to be okay to know that you need that for yourself.
I truly enjoy looking at the vets that come in and seeing the Purple Hearts and the things. And I've always said, what those people did that came before me allowed me, especially as a woman, to do what I was able to do in the military. So, I have to thank them every day because I wouldn't have done what I did without them. So.
It was enlightening to me. And if you're gonna join the military, understand that you aren't male, you aren't female, you aren't a gender, you aren't Asian, you aren't black, you aren't white. In the Navy, you're blue. In the Army, you're green.
You have to empower yourself as a woman, empower yourself as a soldier. You have to empower yourself to say, I will continue to be better every day. I will do this. I am not gonna let this, I'm not gonna be a victim.
I wouldn't really say obstacles. I'm sure there's people that look at you at first as a woman and think fragile, but you prove people wrong, and you prove them that I am one of you. I can keep up, I can do what you do. And again, you prove it. Don't meet the minimum female standards, meet theirs.
I'd have to say, just because you wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you still have to do PT and drop your kid off at the daycare. It wasn't easy, but
I didn't have anything to go to. If I failed at the military, there was nothing for me to come home to, so I had to make it my home and make it my future.
I think in order to, sign up for the military and sign on that dotted line, you need a certain quality of selflessness. And so when I think about, I served, I think about the selflessness of others that gave it all.